Welcome to Payap News. My name is Purity. During this broadcast, we will be looking at the international, national and local news from Chiang Mai, Thailand. This will be followed by a summary of events here at Payap University and a look at the weather in this part of the world. To start with the major news stories that are making the headlines in 2007. Over to Hussein in the studio.
Thank you, Purity. These are the international news headlines. The continuing conflict in Iraq and climate change. In April 2003, the government of Iraq, controlled by Saddam Hussein, was toppled by US-led forces. Since then, there has been continuing conflict in the country for control. Although UK and Italian forces handed over control of the Dhikar province in late 2006, there is still daily violence of conflict between insurgents and armed forces throughout Iraq. The selection of a new government and the hanging of Saddam Hussein in November 2006 has done little to reduce these problems. Many experts have suggested that Iraq is now a country in the grip of civil war. This has been denied by the US government and the Iraqi Prime Minister. The Washington Post reports that a team of American and Iraqi epidemiologists have estimated that 655,000 civilians have died in Iraq since coalition forces arrived in March 2003. Recent announcements by the UK government concerning withdrawal of troops have prompted a debate in the United States about setting a deadline for a complete departure from Iraq. Also making the news is the global phenomenon of climate change. New scientific findings released by the Intergovernmental Panel in Climate Change, the IPCC, provides strong evidence that most of the warming observed over the past 50 years is attributed to human activities. During the history of the Earth, there have been changes in the global temperatures, similar in size. However, the past changes occurred at as much slower rates. The current rates of temperature change may be harmful because many species of plants and animals may not have enough time to adapt to the new climate. These organisms may become extinct. In response, many countries have put limits on carbon emissions in the hope of reducing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Now let's look at the national news with Karen.
The national news in Thailand at the moment is dominated by both politics and the monarchy. The military coup that outs the government of Mr. Thaksin in September 2006 has left a military-backed government in power. The current junta has said it will hold a democratic election this September on completion of the constitution writing process. There are still problems in the southern states of Thailand, close to the Malaysian border. A long series of conflicts has resulted in over 2,000 deaths in the past decade, with more than 1,000 occurring since January of 2004. A striking aspect of the South Thailand insurgency is not the anonymity of the people behind it and the absence of real demand. On a more positive note, in 2006, the King of Thailand celebrated his 60th year on the throne. He is now the world's longest-serving monarch, and 2007 will continue with celebrations for his 80th birthday in December. Here in the northern city of Chiang Mai, there are always exciting events and festivals happening. The recent flower show that finished in early 2007 was a major event. Millions of Thai and foreign visitors attended the show over the 3 months that it was open. It has recently been announced that this landscaped area will now be open to the public as a botanical garden. In April, the Songkran Festival marks the change from the hot to the rainy season. Traditional water throwing is celebrated, although many people use hose pipes and water guns. If you're in Chiang Mai during this time, be prepared to get wet. Next up is Shira with news about Payap University.
Payap University is Thailand's first private university. It was established in 1974, and in addition to the main Thai university, it offers undergraduate and graduate programs taught in English in the International College. There are 4 undergraduate majors: Computer Information Systems, International Business Management, International Hospitality Management, and English Communication. All courses are taught in English with small class sizes, and there is a chance to mix with a diverse group of students from many countries and cultures. Payap University's Study Abroad program gives students enrolled at Payap an opportunity to study in another country and experience life outside of Thailand for up to 1 year. There are many different opportunities. You don't have to be a Thai student to study abroad through the program. You simply need to be a student at Payap. Students of all nationalities are encouraged to participate. The TOEFL or test of English as a foreign language has changed over the last year to become an internet computer test. Payap University Language Institute is now an official TOEFL test center. Let us find out about the weather in this region from Mimi.
Thank you, Sherry, and welcome to Payap Weather News. Thailand is located in Southeast Asia, to the north of Malaysia, and borders Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. The weather for this region generally follows 3 major seasons: wet, hot, and cool. The cool season lasts from November to February, and here in the north, temperatures can get as low as 2 degrees Celsius during the night. Generally, temperatures in the north are 3 to 5 degrees lower than the rest of the country. The hot season from March to May is characterized by increasingly humid weather and bright sunshine. Temperatures can soar up to 40 degrees Celsius on the hottest days. The rainy season is from June to October. There is high humidity and tropical rains. In the north, it will usually rain heavily for about an hour, once or twice a day. Central and southern Thailand can experience periods of continuous rainfall. Flooding occurs in central Thailand during September and October, and high waves can be expected in the southern coastal regions. The main tourist season is from October to February, with a peak in December. Now back to Purity for some final words.
Thank you for watching Payap News. This broadcast was brought to you by the Advanced Oral Communication class and Aden Turbi. Goodbye.
Ta-da! Adios!
Görüşürüz.
Ta.